SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Hello everyone, welcome to the SpongeBob SquarePants movie game, except it's not the actual SpongeBob movie game, it's the SpongeBob movie 3D game, which you used to be able to play on Nick.com. If you still can, I certainly don't know about it because I looked, but and I don't even know if it did exist, if you could, play it on a modern browser, because I think it used, Shockwave, an old version, and I don't know if it would be supported now, but I don't know shit about shit, so I don't actually know, and I didn't know whether or not my cursor was being captured here, so if you're the type of person who gets annoyed by cursors sitting on the screen, I apologize, it's going to be there for the majority of the video. But anyway, yeah, so I found a download of this game on archive.org, and I thought I would try it out and show it off. There's actually quite a bit to do in it, and to my knowledge, there's no way of saving it. So you pretty much, if you want to beat it, you have to do it all in one go. And it's very difficult. I certainly have never gotten close to beating it. I don't think I even beat one challenge in this. But yeah, there's crowns. You're apparently in this adaptation, King Neptune has thousands of crowns that are hidden everywhere. You run into shit to collect crowns. You can go off these ramps, as you can see. It's a pretty impressive 3D game just for, something that you'd play on a browser in 2004, And yeah, you just go around Bikini Bottom and then you do challenges, which usually involve collecting things. And, yeah, I suck at it. So, you're just gonna watch me drive around and fail at a lot of things in this game for the next, 10 minutes. I hope you enjoy that. But, I thought that this would be a fun thing to do a let's try of, because I'm certainly not going to try to beat the whole game, but I've already LP'd most of the major SpongeBob console games that I'm familiar with, and the only other ones that are left are ones that I don't have much of a desire to do, but maybe I'll do them at some point. Other than Rehydrated, of course, as I've said. But, I mean, the old ones from my childhood. But most of the other SpongeBob stuff I remember is shit like this. These just random, browser games and, handheld games and PC games that they put out. Because it was a lot of what was available to me, because I didn't always have game consoles of my own. So, yeah, I'm just kind of showing off the thing. The fun thing about this is I'm still bad at it, but I'm better at it than I was when I was a kid, because when it was in 2004, running on, as Nakey Jakey puts it, the Windows PC the PC that was made by a company called Computer, just a white cube, like every computer was then. It was really bad. It ran like shit ass, as I'm sure you can imagine. But on this, runs great, and frame rate wise and in terms of responsiveness. I mean, that doesn't make it any less hard, because this fucking paddy wagon is a little bit hard to control. Also, earlier in the cutscene, which is very funny, all the dialogue parts, when Mindy says the paddy wagon, they spell it like the term for police car, P-A-D-D-Y, not P-A-T-T-Y, so fucking got him. I got you guys. You didn't think that I'd catch that, but I did. I'm an astute gamer. So yeah, before I did a challenge, I wanted to try to get all of the barrels, which ended up being a much more time-consuming project than I imagined. But I'm going to turn my attention away from the video for a while, so if anything super hilarious happens, and I don't say anything about it. That's why, because I'm tabbed out of Premiere. But I thought that a relevant thing to talk about in this that I've mentioned before, but only recently re-found on archive.org is Sponge Blogger, which is this really strange blog site that was set up like a couple of months before the SpongeBob movie came out, right around the same time as this game was put on Nick.com, and you got to it from Nick.com. It was really weird. On the SpongeBob movie site, which I can't find an archive.org snapshot. I didn't look at all of them, if I'm being honest, but I didn't find an archive snapshot of the page that I'm thinking of, but there was like an opening page that just had like the poster for the movie, and it said like watch the trailer, enter the site, and then when you enter the site from Nick.com for the SpongeBob movie, when it was coming out, it was just this rectangular thing, and it was like Bikini Bottom, and you could use your mouse to like pan it over, and then you would, things would pop up and you'd click on them, and they were, trailers, clips, games, SpongeBob games, shit like that. And that like replaced the regular SpongeBob page where you would access all the SpongeBob clips and games and shit normally on Nick.com for the couple of months before the movie came out. So that was how I would, and I was going on SpongeBob.com quite a lot at the time, so that's, I was navigating a lot, and I noticed this weird SB, this like ghostly SB thing, and it was just the letters SB that would pop up on the site, and when you clicked on it, it took you to this Sponge Blogger site, and I don't think I really processed like what it was when I was a kid. And I found all of the pages of it again on on archive.org, and maybe I'll link them in the description. But it's really strange, and it makes me kind of feel like most, if not all of it, is actually just like people who work on the movie or who work for Nickelodeon or Peanut Worm, the production company that makes SpongeBob. And this was just like, basically an online marketing campaign, which, I mean, in 2004, this was when like covert marketing campaigns online were starting to become a thing after Blair Witch Project. This kind of shit is what they would do, is they would like concoct a blog site, and there's not a whole bunch of posts or comments, at least not that are left. I remember there being more. Oh yeah, and here's where SpongeBob gets duped. But yeah, so the things that make me feel like it was, all just a ruse set up by the people who made the movie is, one, the fact that you can access it through the official Nick.com site. Like, why would that be? Like, that they would just find this spontaneously created fan thing, and be like, oh yeah, let's just link to that in this very eerie looking way. And also they got a lot of like legit insider information that they were posting about, and that's why I was looking at it, because I was like, holy fuck, it's people talking about stuff that's gonna be in the SpongeBob movie. The biggest one being that David Hasselhoff was going to be in it, but there's like a real scanned script page from the movie, and like pictures of like screenshots or promotional material that hadn't come out yet, and information that no one might have known, but also information that everybody probably knew, like the fact that Gary speaks in the movie is a big one, like treated as a big reveal of insider information. But by then there had been a trailer where you see the part where Gary speaks, which is when he just says plankton. And, like, the fact that there's a zombie army in it, and it's like, I'm pretty sure you see the Bucketheads in the trailers before that. So, yeah, I don't know, it's very weird. It all seems like a weird front, and just, like, the language of it is very aggressively, like, mid-2000s blog speak. Hold let me see if I can, like, okay, so this is posted by Sea Anemone, who's one of the big, like, insiders, on November 3rd, 2004, and this is called Ghost on the Site, and it's about the SB thing. And it says, politics, red versus blue, mom versus dad, Uncle Larry versus Aunt Edna, Cousin Ned versus Cousin Cephas, high drama, whatever. How about Sea Anemone versus the official SpongeBob movie website? That's right, sea creatures, you know my hacking skills are not to be slept on, as the kids say. My hacking skills are no futon, which is why they're now prominently displayed on SpongeBobMovie.com. Don't buy it, head on over there and click on Explore Bikini Bottom. Check out the ghostly SB in the lower left corner, my handiwork that, and so you see, in the end, it doesn't matter who's elected, because the real power will still rest firmly with Sea Anemone. Oh yeah, that was on the day of the 2004 election. Yeah, like, I don't know what to make of that, it's just very strange, and yeah, there's lots of stuff about hacking, and there's these couple of major users, Shelly Pants, Randy Bob, Sea Anemone, Plank Tom, and it all just smacks of a constructed thing, but I was reading it like it was a real thing when I was a kid, and I had never read them closely. I literally, the only other time that I've looked up this site on archive.org was I just wanted to see if I could find it, and I was like, oh cool, I remember this. And I didn't even really read them closely because I remembered what they all said, but, like, once I was really paying attention, I was like, oh shit, I think this is just fake. But it's still cool. It's still, like, a weird old internet thing that, you know, I mean, I honestly just, I get happy when I just see, like, 2000s web design, because fucking every website is terrible now. It's awful to use. For, you know, I don't even need to list the reasons. If you use websites, you know exactly what I'm talking about. There's 5 websites that people go on, and all the other ones, you know, there's just a bunch of pop-ups and ads and telling you to disable ad block and other shit. But anyway, yeah, as you can see, I'm pretty dog shit at this little game here. But I hope it was, you know, at least interesting to see this little artifact of a simpler time, 2004, famously, you know, a time where nothing of consequence was happening in the world. Yeah, hearing about this weird SpongeBob movie shit, it was fun to go back to for a little while. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow for GTA and later for more stuff. See you then.